Okay, so as I'm recording this, it is Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. The reason why I wanted to tell you the date is because this could be kind of a momentous historic weekend going forward here. So yesterday, America bombed the nuclear sites in Iran. And today I want to talk to you about the financial implications to all of this, what this will mean in the very near future here for your investments. So let's talk about it. Okay, so the knee-jerk reaction to the events yesterday with the bombing of the nuclear sites in Iran are pretty much what you would expect them to be. We are seeing a spike in oil, and we are seeing a rush toward risk-off assets like gold. Okay, so in the world of oil, we've seen both Brent and WTI have a surge in price, and if oil prices stay this high persistently, this could have an eventual effect on inflation. And that's because Iran sits at a geographically, significant spot, in the world when it comes to oil, namely the Strait of Hormuz. And any fears there that the Strait of Hormuz could be shut down for a prolonged period of time will affect the price of oil. Oil will go up, which means inflation is going to go up. Because that would mean that gasoline is going to, the general cost of transportation is going to go up. So everything that's related to transportation, including our groceries, are going to go up. Permit me to pause here for a second and just say that the fact that this strike took place on a weekend, on a Saturday, was not a coincidence. There's a reason why they wanted to do this strike when the markets were not open. I mean, I promise you that was built into the planning of all this. And the financial markets, in a muted way, did have their little sell-off there in reaction to all of this. But I got to tell you, it's kind of muted. For a proxy, let's take a look at what's going on in the crypto space. Because cryptos, they trade 24/7, right? So let's take a look at some key cryptos. Okay, so again, as I'm recording this, it is mid-morning on Sunday, June 22nd. And let's take a look at what Bitcoin is doing. Okay, so Bitcoin did sell off on this news. So let's take a look at what it's done over the past 24 hours. Okay, so Bitcoin has moved below that psychological $100,000 level, at least at the moment. But I got to tell you, all in all, Bitcoin has not sold off that much. Now, how about the other important coin? Let's take a look at Ethereum, the second banana. Okay, so Ethereum, percentage-wise, has had a bigger drop, than Bitcoin, but still kind of muted. And how about our XRP? How's that doing? Okay, XRP is really kind of taking on the chin quite a bit more, actually. XRP is down to 195. Okay, so we can't say that there's no consequence to what happened. There is an initial reaction to the events that took place yesterday in Iran. And they're pretty much what you would expect them to be. But listen, we are going to need a few days for the markets to settle in and decide what they really think about this. Is the market going to conclude that this is going to turn into a much bigger and much more prolonged event? In which case, the market has a long way to fall. Listen, there are a lot of other really big issues that the markets have that I've been warning my channel about. And this could be the excuse that the market needs to unravel the excesses in our markets. On the other hand, if Wednesday or Thursday of this week rolls around and not too much damage has been done, you're going to see the street looking at this as a buying opportunity, and people are going to come rushing in. But my worry here is that the street is going to glom onto this event as an excuse to sell off, to reprice the market to really to where it should be trading. I mean, we have a lot of problems with our debt levels, with the treasury markets, with the real estate market. There are a lot of things that we have. I mean, take your pick. There are a lot of things for the market to worry about. There are a lot of reasons for the markets to sell off. And the markets really have been held up at these levels artificially, courtesy of the Federal Reserve, which is a corrupt organization. So my fear here is that the market is going to use this event as an excuse to drive prices down to where they should be. So the mantra for my channel is more significant today than ever before. Get your money out of the bank, acquire some gold and silver, and establish streams of passive recurring income. Okay, listen, I know it's summer and the weather's beautiful and you're all, kind of enjoying life, but please pay some attention to this and take steps to make sure that you're not a victim in all of this. Please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Ed Anderson, live from Minnesota, signing out.
Copy that.